Did DJI just hit the brakes at the worst possible moment? For months, all signs pointed to the Osmo Pocket 4 landing right before Christmas, perfectly timed for creators itching for an upgrade. Dual cameras, real optical style zoom, smarter AI framing. It felt like DJI was about to drop its biggest Pocket update ever. But now, a new leak suggests that launch window just slipped. In this video, we're breaking down why the Pocket 4 is reportedly delayed to January 2026, what this says about DJI's strategy, and why this delay might actually confirm how big of an upgrade this camera really is. Stick around, because the prototype footage near the end tells a much bigger story than the delay itself. So, what do we know about the Pocket 4 itself? On paper, this is shaping up to be the most ambitious Osmo Pocket yet. The headline feature is a dual camera setup, which would finally enable clean 2x and 4x zoom without the quality loss we've accepted for years. Combine that with AI auto framing and seamless switching between camera modules, and suddenly this tiny device behaves more like a multi-camera rig than a pocket toy. For run-and-gun creators, that means flexibility without stopping to recompose, reframe, or think twice. Earlier leaks had everyone circling December 18th on the calendar, but according to YouTuber Photorabs, that plan has changed. The new word is that while an announcement might still happen around the end of December, the actual release has been pushed to January 2026. The reason? Accessories are reportedly not ready. And that might sound minor, but with DJI, accessories are never an afterthought. Expansion grips, wireless modules, lenses, and mounts are core to how these cameras sell. Add to that the uncertainty around late December regulatory pressure, especially with the December 23rd ban discussions in the background, and suddenly January looks like the safer, cleaner window. Now, here's where things get interesting. Igor Bogdanov recently shared short footage of a Pocket 4 prototype being tested, and it reveals far more than a spec sheet ever could. The gimbal head is clearly larger than the Pocket 3, the arms are thicker, and the motor housings look noticeably stronger. This isn't cosmetic. A dual camera pod adds real weight, and DJI appears to have redesigned the entire stabilization system to handle it without drift or horizon loss. In the testing setup, the Pocket 3 and Pocket 4 prototype are mounted side by side on the same bar, moving in perfect sync. That kind of rig is used to fine-tune exposure, rolling shutter behavior, color response, and stabilization accuracy. And when you look closely at the screens, the Pocket 4 preview appears brighter, punchier, and slightly different in contrast. That screams prototype firmware still being tuned, not a final consumer image. All of this hardware naturally demands more power, and leaks suggest DJI is responding with roughly a 20% larger battery. That's not a luxury upgrade, that's necessary. Dual cameras, stronger motors, heavier processing, and AI framing would drain the Pocket 3 battery fast. A bigger battery signals that DJI is serious about making this a daily use creator tool, not just a quick clip camera. Pricing remains unknown, but given the scale of these changes, expectations are already shifting toward a higher tier than previous Pocket launches. So yes, the Pocket 4 does appear delayed. But delays usually signal one of two things: trouble or ambition, and everything we're seeing points to ambition. DJI isn't just refreshing the Pocket line, they're pushing it into new territory. A heavier gimbal, dual cameras, smarter framing, and a larger battery are not small tweaks, they're foundational changes. If you're thinking about buying a Pocket 3 right now, it may be worth waiting. We're close enough that patience could save you some regret. Now I want to hear from you. Which leak surprised you most? The dual cameras, the redesigned gimbal, or the January delay? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What if DJI quietly rewired the entire avatar idea and dropped a drone that shoots everything around you in one flight? Today we're unpacking the Avatar 3 leaks, or maybe it will be called the Avatar 360. And I'll walk you through the timeline rumors, the headline specs, and the real question every pilot is asking: should you wait or buy right now? Stick with me. The part about the camera options and how that changes your whole workflow is coming up, and it might be the reason you either upgrade or keep flying what you already have. Okay, first the big picture. The Avatar line has always been about approachable FPV, compact, ducted, and forgiving. The Avatar 2 polished that formula. The Avatar 3 leaks suggest DJI wants to push past incremental tweaks. Think bigger sensor options, faster top speeds, longer flight times, and possibly a dual-lens 360 capture setup. Right now, the community is split. Some leakers describe a straight successor with a 1-inch sensor. Others show twin lenses and call it Avatar 360. Both scenarios change how you shoot and edit, so let's break down what each would actually mean for creators. If DJI goes with a 1-inch sensor, expect a meaningful jump in low light, dynamic range, and detail versus the Avatar 2. That's real for night or indoor work where noise and highlight clipping matter. Now, if the Avatar 360 rumors are true and DJI mounts twin 1-inch sensors for spherical capture, that's a different game. Native 360 video, potential 8K spherical capture, and full reframing in post. But Aerial 360 introduces challenges: stitching, vibration damping, and heavier processing. Practical takeaway: a single large sensor gives better traditional FPV footage. A dual 360 rig gives creative freedom but raises workflow and hardware demands. Speed and handling rumors point toward redesigned propellers and a lighter, stiffer frame. Pilots are whispering 120 to 140 kilometers per hour in top builds. Longer flight time is claimed too, with batteries jumping into the 3,000 mAh range and better power swapping. That could mean 25 to 30 minutes per flight in conservative use, which is huge for cinematic runs. But remember, real-world flight times depend on payload, wind, and whether you're recording 8K spherical or standard 4K. If you plan to fly 360 capture, expect reduced runtime compared to a photo-only setup. Another critical piece: sensing. Leaks mention multi-direction obstacle sensing and smarter tracking for 360 awareness. If true, DJI would be solving a core problem with spherical airborne capture. You're recording in every direction, so collision avoidance matters more than ever. Also, regulatory issues could affect availability in certain regions, especially if governments flag data or transmission concerns. That's not new, but it might influence launch timing or whether certain versions ship globally. If you fly commercially, keep an eye on local rules before upgrading. Here's my short answer. If you need reliable FPV performance today and the Avatar 2 does what you need, there's no urgent reason to panic buy. If you value low light and cleaner image quality and the 1-inch sensor leaks are accurate, waiting could be worth it. If you're a spherical or VR creator and the Avatar 360 arrives with usable 8K stitch and stable workflow, that could be transformative, but be ready for heavy file sizes and new editing demands. My gut, DJI will ship something compelling in late 2025 or early 2026, but expect region-specific availability and at least one variant aimed at creators who want 360 capture. So which side are you on? A faster, cleaner Avatar 3 or a daring Avatar 360 that records everything and asks you to rethink editing? Drop your take in the comments. If you want quick updates when DJI finally confirms specs, like this video and subscribe so you do not miss the hands-on coverage.